Speaking of stuff to enjoy, let's talk about this. LIV Golf. It is taking its global tour to the South, bringing back big names and big and team competition. But this weekend in Dallas, it's more about, well, it's more than just the game. Fox's Sarah Alegre is there. And Sarah, the league's working on making the game more accessible. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Marissa. That's absolutely right. Yes, of course, the focus is going to be on some of those bigger names throughout the weekend. But the league also tells me they're just as invested in who's getting a chance to be a part of the sport. For these kids, it's more than a golf lesson. It's a chance to see themselves in the game.
It's allowing them to bring diversity to the game, teach the game to communities that may not have the opportunity to do that, but also to show the world that it's not just about a sport, but there's a lot of life lessons to be involved when you're playing golf or learning something new.
And opening doors to the leaderboard with help from charities and local schools. And the LIV Golf pros themselves are out here to inspire the next generation on the putting green.
There's so many skills in golf that apply to life, and just the ability to pursue something different and new is really special, and it's been a privilege to be a part of that.
When it comes to the tournament, LIV Golf and Fox Sports broadcaster Jerry Foltz says the energy is different.
It's easiest to say it's just not your granddad's golf tournament. There's world-class golf at the highest level that means a lot to each and every one of the 54 individuals competing, but there's a relaxed atmosphere for the fans who are here.
And that culture all shows up in the merch.
As you can see, each team locker has obviously their players. You know, it's a team following, but also it's a player following, and it's a design following.
But it's not just about what fans wear, it's who they're here to see, and the people who keep the game sharp, like Ben Junta, who I like to call the club doctor.
I actually think it's probably okay.
A degree or two off, Junta makes it right, and a player is ready for the game.
The player comes in with some uncertainty. They walk out with a little bit more confidence in what they're actually using so they can go out and perform.
And expected to see a lot of confidence out on the course this weekend. Now, when we talk about golf, another key aspect, of course, you guys, is the weather. And looking at the risk of weather impact for the weekend, we're looking at a medium impact. We're going to see temperatures in the upper 80s, mid 90s at some points during the weekend. And then looking at humidity as well on the higher side, dew points in the 70s. And the heat is a big part of this game as well. When it's hot outside, the players are going to loosen up just a little bit more. But not only them, yeah, that's going to bring some speed into the action, but their equipment is going to loosen up a bit as well. That's why the equipment doctor that I just introduced you to is so important in this game. Every little degree matters, and the weather plays a big role here. So a lot of the players kind of adjusting to the heat and understanding what that means for them and their game as they carry out through the weekend. Guys?
How these little details in the forecast can have a big impact on the game. And if you're a spectator, wear a sun hat and drink a lot of water.
It's also why you can stretch more efficiently during hot yoga. Everything just becomes a bit more.
Yes, it does. Sweaty and fun, and also less likely to pull muscle. We appreciate that. Great insight, by the way. Fox News multimedia reporter Sarah Alegre joining us out of Dallas this morning. Thank you.